I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve it is. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could seem to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like I'm writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come.
Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets him stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that pick six never happened.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Another little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on first. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Trey Amos, rookie second rounder on the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And the Commanders pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Herbert now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On third down, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield. That's the cherry on top.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. On fourth down, here's Herbert. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. Home trips right. Set.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Looking quickly here.
1st down and goal to go.
Set.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
Johnson with a return here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Connects on the crosser. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He has room past the 25. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they've got to look towards the end zone. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. That play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Now Nix. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Nix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. They'll throw for it. And oh, he got it! Interception! The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
Hey, listen, whether he swatted that down or made the pick, either way, this defense is going to be celebrating one heck of a goal line stand. But I'll tell you this, that pick, what it does, Kate, it plants a little seed of doubt in that quarterback's mind the next time he's down there.
It's on the ground with Gibbs. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
No gain on the play.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Complete left side. It's just long. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. Pushing it up past the 30. He runs it up to midfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense in a hurry up here.
Washington Commanders 1st down.
1st and 10 around to Robinson. Give him time on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on fourth and short. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this.
59.
They snap it to Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Fourier O'Rourke with the pick. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this fourth down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. Once that offense decides to go for it on fourth down, good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points. They added to the stat sheet with the INT.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Knicks now on 1st and 10. No, they get him yet again. Shoves one away. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Knicks' pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Herbert back to throw. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. We got the football prop, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10, Herbert. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Ray. Yeah, go.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for Washington.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the third. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
To throw, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Play action with Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith-Njigba. And now it's 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Nix to throw again. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Hopkins put in motion left. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
What they've been doing.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Working quickly here.
14 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. We heard he's forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Herbert on first down. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. The left side caught by Andrews. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, skid catch, quickly become a run and check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Seahawks, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. It's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 14.
Throwing on first down, Nix.
Seahawks.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
Nix with it on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's good. More on Seahawks. First down.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They motion Dotson over left. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Nix. And the defender comes away with it. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Commanders take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Maybe he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try with the wideout. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job.
And they pick him off again. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. It can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
Here's Gould on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's Robinson, start the drive. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders put up even more points in a win. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead.
Commanders 41, Seahawks 6. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well,
that's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And it sets up second down. They send a receiver in motion right. Nix again on second and 10. Hits him on the out route. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 2.
And motion him out of the backfield left. On third and 2, here's Nix. And they pick him off again!